Hello, everybody. There we go. This is exciting. Cool. Okay. So this is Spiritual Connections LLC. I'm excited to come on here because, man, you guys, it's been a while since I've been consistent on YouTube. So I'm really excited to be here. My name is Angelina, and I am a Spiritual Connections, or rather, I'm a spiritual alignment coach, and I teach people how to bridge the gap between their subconscious and their conscious mind. So, those of you who have been on the channel for a while, you know that I also like to do intuitive messages and things like that. And it's been pretty cool because since my business has kind of evolved, the intuitive messages that I receive are very much in line with the subconscious and the conscious awareness bridge. So, I want to get in here and talk to you guys about this subconscious block that is preventing you from really pushing forward in your life. But before I do, please make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that little bell so you get notified anytime I go live, because honestly, I kind of prefer doing lives more than the pre-recorded videos. I guess it's because I like talking to people. I don't know. So anyway, I do have some notes here because this information was not exactly in my awareness before today. So I'm really excited to kind of get on here and talk to you guys about it. So like I said, we are going to get into some of the meat and potatoes of the subconscious mind and why you're not living your life to your greatest potential. So let's jump in. We're going to talk today about something called emotional hoarding / energy hoarding. All right. So this is really interesting because very often when we think about hoarding, we think about physical things, right? And in fact, in our culture, in our society, we are a consumer ridden entity, right? We spend a lot of money and our resources on buying things that are meant to make us happy, right? They're meant to fill a void. So, what exactly is energy hoarding? So, according to my higher self and my subconscious mind, energy hoarding is the unequal collection of emotion and other non tangible commodities such as time, attention, interest, truth, and distraction. Okay. So when we think about that, we think about energy hoarding. The examples that I think of when I think of energy hoarding is like not telling someone you love them because you're angry, right? So you're holding on to your energy of love because you're angry, and you're not going to communicate your anger, and you're not going to communicate your love because you're going to hold that for yourself, right? You're not in a place of being able to give that energy and letting it flow freely. Another thing that I think of all the time when I think about energy hoarding is I'm busy. I'm just simply too busy. I just don't have the time, right? I have too many things going on, and I can't possibly give my time, my attention to you because I'm so busy. I've got all these other things on my mind, and I have to go do those things instead of give it to you. So, energy hoarding, as you can see, is kind of a big part of how we function in our world. And like I said, this is what's getting in the way of us truly being in the moment and creating the connection between our subconscious and our conscious mind. Now, the reason why there's a disconnect between our conscious and our subconscious mind is because our conscious mind is saying we don't have time. Now, our subconscious mind knows that we do, in fact, have time, but we've collected distractions that prevent us from using that time for other people or for the things that we want to allocate it for. So, our subconscious mind, like I've said, will never make a liar out of you. So, what the subconscious mind is, it starts putting even more distractions in front of you so that you truly won't have time to give to other people. So it's sort of this self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because you're saying, I don't have time. And so your subconscious mind is saying, that's absolutely true. Here's all this busy work and distraction that you get to hold on to so that you don't actually have to do any of the things that you say you want to do, but there's all these things getting in the way. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense because this is kind of a new concept for me. I've never heard it put in this way personally. So I'm excited to be able to come on here and talk to you guys about this because this is cool. I like this stuff. I'm a little bit of a nerd, so I'm like, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. I do find myself hoarding energy in that way, personally. So in addition to what is, right, what is energy hoarding is why do we do this? Why do we hold our energy and not allow others to like receive it? Now, the reasons that I received this morning are because we are afraid. So we have this priceless commodity, which is time, love, um, happiness, right? This is priceless. This is something that I can't just get anywhere, right? So our subconscious mind says, this is priceless. Don't give it to just anyone. And so your conscious mind makes sure that doesn't happen, and your subconscious mind reinforces that. So we're afraid to give this priceless commodity to just anyone because we don't know what they're going to do with it. They might take advantage, they might not return it, they might just take it, right? Take it for granted or whatever. So we feel as if we have to protect these commodities at all costs because we're afraid that we might lose them or be harmed by others if we give them freely. Now, when we think about this, we think about why is this important, right? Why do we need to think about this? Why does this matter? The energy this week is all about letting this energy flow. So when you have the opportunity to be vulnerable or the opportunity to give the gift of your energy, to give it and collect the new evidence that supports that you can give energy and still be okay. So remembering everything in the subconscious mind is all about collecting evidence that supports your success. So your subconscious mind has up until this point collected evidence that says it's not safe for you to give your energy freely. What you're now saying is actually it is safe, and I'm willing to collect new evidence that supports that that is safe. So in the past, another reason why we have hoarded our energy is because we feel as if in one way or another, if we hold the energy, that will serve us in some way. And the fact is that when we're providing this sort of safety and stability by holding this energy, what's actually happening is that we're creating an imbalance and a misalignment in our subconscious and conscious mind. In addition to that, we're accepting that if we do nothing, right? So in our subconscious mind, we're accepting that if we do nothing, we just maintain the status quo, maintain everything as it is, then it's better than the potential failure or mistreatment of giving our energy. So we resolve ourselves to wait. So we as a society do this thing called the if then. And I'm going to go into that in just a second. So if you're watching this and you have any questions, please make sure you leave them in the comments. Again, I'm Angelina. This is kind of my passion and interest. So I love talking about this stuff. And also why I do them live. I do them on purpose so that people can ask questions as we go along because it's cool. It's cool to me. Anyway, okay, so we do this thing called the if then. Now, the if then is if everything happens according to my expectation, then I will let my guard down and I will experience life. Okay, so this might look like if my boss gives me a raise, I will put in more effort at work. So energy hoarding, right? I'm not going to put all my full energy in because there's something I'm not receiving back, right? So I don't want to give this just in case I get taken advantage of. So if this happens, then I'll do this. If I'm able to pay all my bills on time and save up money, I'll take that vacation that I've been longing to take for 5 years, right? If this happens, then I'll do this. Okay. Now, when we put ourselves in this if then experience, we prevent ourselves from really moving forward because we are holding all this energy in the moment and not allowing ourselves to move forward on the subconscious level. So, on the conscious level, you're saying, yeah, of course I want to take this vacation. But your subconscious mind is reinforcing, hey, we don't have all that money. Hey, we don't have the time, right? Our time is a limited commodity and we don't have enough of it because we've set it here on the conscious level. Um, Sorry, I have glasses and I'm not wearing them, so I gotta look at my notes. Okay, the other thing that we tell ourselves is, okay, so first of all, I'm waiting to do this thing. So if this happens, then I'll do this. On the other side of this is we are waiting for some external thing to happen in order for us to make a move on the internal level. So, like I said, if my boss gives me a raise, then I'll put in more effort. If my mom calls me, I will forgive her. If my boyfriend shows up on time, then I'll give him the present that I bought him. So this is an external, right? Something outside of me has to fall in place in order for me to do the thing that I want to do. In order for me to give my energy, this outside thing has to happen. In addition to that, we as spiritual people, so not everybody who's on this channel is spiritual, and also a lot of people are. So we do this on the spiritual plane as well. So we kind of spiritually bypass ourselves, which is to say, we tell the universe, if you give me a sign, then I will trust, right? I'll jump off the ledge and I'll make things happen. If you don't give me a sign, then I'm going to stay in this safe place, right? Or I'm starting on my journey, I'm taking the steps I need to take, and then something happens, whatever the something is, and I stop moving forward. And I blame that on the universe because the universe didn't protect me, right? So now I've just reinforced in my subconscious mind, I can't trust the journey, I can't trust the universe because bad things will happen. So on the conscious level, you know you need to do something, but on the subconscious mind, on the subconscious level, you're hoarding that energy for yourself because you're not sure if it's safe to move forward. Okay. So, true to form, I'm not just going to sit here and tell you guys all about a problem, right? A problem that you somehow have to solve. However, if this resonates with you and you can see this kind of playing out in your own life, please make sure you like this video and leave me a comment if you'd like. Now, here's the important question. What do you do? What do you do when you find yourself hoarding energy? What do you do when you find yourself in the if-then situations? What can you do about that? Well, I'll tell you. So the first thing is to know that you are not alone in that struggle. Okay? Every single person, me included, finds themselves in the if-then situation. They find themselves in the I'm going to hold on to my energy because this is priceless. Yeah, we all do it. It's very normal, and also it's super easy, believe it or not, super easy to undo that programming and instate a new sense of programming which allows you to continue moving forward. So the first part of this is to recognize that you are in fact in this moment hoarding your energy in some way. Okay? Know that whatever it is that you're holding on to, whatever that energy is, whether it's anger, whether it's love that you're holding on to, whether it's a movement forward on your journey, time, whatever this thing is, to recognize in yourself, I don't need to hold on to this. What would my life look like? What would change if I let this energy go? Right? What would change if I called my mom instead of waiting for her to call me? Probably a lot. I mean, I don't really know. Nothing's really going on. This is just an example. But if I called my mom rather than waiting for her to call me, she might be really happy, right? Because she didn't even maybe know something was wrong, or she's been afraid to talk to me. So this allowed for something to move forward. We're no longer just sitting in this waiting period, and I'm no longer holding on to my love. Now, there is also a possibility of rejection, but as I move forward, I'm willing to accept the possible rejection to allow the energy to flow the way that it's supposed to. Okay? So this is essentially notice, right? Recognize you have something going on that you're holding on to that is not in your highest good. Recognize that something could be better if you let it go, right? If you let this energy go and let it flow, what would change for you? How would you be able to move forward in your life? The next thing is to tell your subconscious mind, right? So whenever you're finding yourself in the don't want place or the don't have place, so we call this lack. So when you find yourself in lack, you're saying to yourself, hold on, am I actually lacking this? Okay. Am I lacking time? Am I lacking the resources to give love, give and receive love equally? Am I truly angry at this situation? Am I truly resentful? Right? So recognizing these things and saying to yourself, is this true for me? And if the answer is yes, then what are you going to do to move forward? If the answer is no, well, then that's easy, right? We just let it go and we keep moving forward, knowing that our journey is not just here. This is just one moment of time. And I call these the blips, right? Because we have these blips in our lives that however long they are depends on us. And also the blips help move us forward because then we learn and grow and move forward. All right, so the other really important thing when you're noticing yourself in an energy hoarding situation is to recognize in yourself, hey, I'm worth this, right? I'm worth more than this. I'm worth an equal balance of energy. I'm worth giving and receiving energy. And what I find most often, especially with spiritual people, is that we do this humble thing where it's like, well, I don't really want people to look too close or to judge me because I make mistakes. So because I make mistakes, I don't want people to look at me. Or people see me grow and that makes me feel uncomfortable because what if I make a mistake, right? So we're holding that energy. So the thing is when we're being humble or meek, to look at yourself and say, okay, what have I actually achieved here? Right? Am I downplaying myself for the sake of other people? How is that serving me? And then moving forward with that. And this is kind of like a thing from my guides this morning, which was don't let another sun go down without taking one step forward. This is kind of cool because it's like nobody's asking you to just like change like this overnight, right? What we are asking, what you're asking yourself is to just take one step, right? Whenever you have the opportunity, take one step. Because it doesn't really matter how fast you get to the outcome. It just matters that you're working towards it every day. Okay? Um, yeah. So breaking free from the if then mentality and allowing yourself to live today. So the energy this week, checking in with yourself, noticing when you're holding on to this energy, noticing when you are preventing yourself from moving forward because your thinking is in a place of lack or fear, and allowing that to be let go of because you're worth moving forward. You're worth more than you think. And I personally believe in all of you because if you are watching this video, chances are you are actively working on yourself every single day. And I think that's pretty awesome. So everyone, if you are watching this video, thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe, hitting that bell whenever I post a new video or a live or anything like that so you can participate. If you guys would like to see any additional content or you have questions about this content, please feel free to leave me a comment. I do my best to kind of keep up with things. I also do run like a private practice. And also, I try to keep up with things. So I just wanted to tell you all thank you so much for being here, for watching, and for participating. And I hope you all find a place of alignment this week and keep moving forward one step at a time. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.